G'day, g'day. Wow, what a night it was last night. Uh, yeah, good thing tonight, and I think I'll highlight this before I jump into it, is I don't think there's any data plays. So it's always not a bad thing that shows that, all right, went 4-0, good size money line price. But, sometimes it's not a bad thing to look at it the next day and go, you know what, there's nothing there. All right, so be it. Don't force it, just play it, whatnot. However, ooh, all right, I might have just misspoke, just seen something pop up. All right, stuck in the NBA. We're looking at 68% of the money on the Pistons, 62% of the master money is on the Pistons. My plus 9.5, plus 9 on the flip side, -8, -9, -8. They paid a bit of a price. Coming this afternoon. Total 57% on the under. 82% on the master money on the over there. But just as I looked and just as I logged in and just as it changed, as it's getting closer to the game, Orlando Magic, money line. Now, are we pushing it after last night's Lakers one? Probably, but hey, the numbers are the numbers. So we're looking at 85% of the money line money is on the Pistons, which isn't that far off, I guess. And then we're looking at 93% of the master money is on Orlando Magic money line. Good question, Milkshake. Let me dive into those props. I hadn't even thought of those. Looking at money in the mid 300s. So now I'm seeing sort of low, someone in early, sort of in that mid to low. But, maybe there's, tell you what, did it last night. Let's just get in there, get it on, keep the trend. If it loses, it loses. Can't complain after last night. Let's see here. Basketball, NBA. And all right, let's see what it does. Looking at first half, nothing there. Milkshake asked me to look into the props. Let's open this thing up. The family. Of course, it's playoff times. I remember about fucking miss someone. Kids probably stole my stand. Anyway, I remember like 24 years ago playing the props in the playoffs, because there was no props during the season, and the props had come in the playoffs, and I'd done fantasy sports all the way along. Boy, what a lot of fun that was. Let's dive into here. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got player props. All right, here we got one. Paolo Banchero, 67% on the over, 100% of the master money on the under, and that's at 20.5, slight plus money. Good two-way action on Cade Cunningham. 91% of the master money is on the under. Round even money. Rolling through. It's another one, 67% of the money on Jalen Duren. Total rebounds. 84% of the master money is on the under. Under 10.5 plus money, plus significant money. Strong money on Osor Thompson. Points, rebounds, and assists over 18.5. 100% of the money on Tobias Harris. Points, rebounds, assists over 23.5. Laying per quarter. Oh, there's a lot of props. All right, so that's what we've got for that game. Suns Thunder. 65% of the money's on the Suns. 61% of no master money of note. 61% on the Suns. On the over. 62% the master money. Money line as should be. A lot of Pistons first half money just showing up there. All right, so right now the only data play, I'm looking at the series prices. Ew. When did they come in for this? All right, so looking at 78% of the series price money is on the Pistons, 95% on the Magic, but let me see when they come in here. Come in big at the about 4-1, 5-1, which was before the last game. Yeah, so nothing really you can judge on that, but yeah, doesn't stand out. And then Thunder, Suns, nothing really of note. Props for Suns, Thunder, button. Strong two-way action, Devin Booker, total points, 100% of the master money's under 22.5. Really good two-way action on Dylan Brooks, so that looks sharp. Mark Williams, 78% on the under, 64% of the master money on the under 7.5, laying a small price. Nothing else to note there, so that's it for the basketball. NHL. 64% of the money on the Penguins. Master money, it's all Penguins, but it's not a lot. They're betting the over. Minnesota Wild. Looking at 87% of the money, 100% of the master money. They took it at minus in the low 30s. And then Oilers, not a lot of money. Looking at 65% on the Oilers, nothing on the master chart. Total is well balanced, and 100% of the Masters is on the under 7. The big total, 7. So, I mean, it's easier. I think it's easier to play on the under there than the over. God, I wish there was a little bit more money on this one. Ducks Oilers. We're looking at 68% of the money's on the Ducks, 100% of the master money's on the Oilers at the puck line, -1.5. -1.5, around the mid-30s there, which seems to be still holding up. So I'll watch that a bit closer and see if that jumps into anything, turns into anything. Series price, well-balanced Flyers, Penguins, Stars, Wild, 75%. Wild, 98%. No, sorry, 75% Stars. And then the master money's on the Wild, but it's not a lot to get in there. Oilers are just like 93% of the money, 100% of the master money. So pretty straightforward there. Baseball. Let me just look at the pregame charts. 75% of the money on the Braves, 84% of the master money. 75% of the money's on the Cubs. 53% of the master money's on the Phillies. Welcome in, Demond Washington. Glad to have just followed. Yeah, yesterday was. I did notice there was a few followers after yesterday. I guess you know, words moving around a little bit. Come get the good stuff. Dodgers, Giants looking at 73% on the Dodgers. Okay, here we go. I mean, baseball again early on. Not sure how to look at this because I know there's some things in play that we kind of want to be against Masters here. However, this is a day to play. I need to say it's a day to play. 76% of the money's on the Dodgers. 87% of the master money's on the Giants. You see where they're at there. I know the last few days we've been seeing them, but they're on prices like low 90s, high 80s, which looks like this high 70s, low 80s around now. I don't think the data plays have done any good on the baseballers yet. There's a few other things we're going to look at the baseball as we go through the season. Really, I think if there's anything that you should listen for, it's what the house needs. Without going into any great depth into the inner workings of all this, there's some positions being put in place. So, for example, and again, this one's started, so I'm not going to get into too deep. Pre-game, Mariners, minus, it's around there. 83% of the money's on the Mariners. 81% of the master money's on the Mariners. So we're going to need the athletics there. Bit of action on the over, Masters on the under. Red Sox, Yankees, 68%. It's Red Sox. 79% of the master money's there on the Red Sox, and obviously they're getting beat right now. All right, let's check something. Let's just... There's sometimes when these things come up, not that bad of an idea getting in later. MLB scores today. Bottom of the first. Yankees 3-0. Is there people on? Someone on, one out. Let me see what this master action is at. Plus 20s. So this is a spot where I'm going to come in. Not always the right thing to do, but I like to do things a little differently, as many of you know. Come into the baseball, come in the game lines, look for some live, some run line. Let's take some plus 3.5, 371. 3 to win, 3 there. Let's go 1750 there. And let's see if we can get the Red Sox home. All right, now we're on some baseball. Let me do the Giants while I'm here, because I'd hate for, again, you know what? It's a plus 1.5 plus money, just a little bit smaller, and then see how that goes. We're free rolling after last night. Again, I've done everything incorrectly to what I just said when we started this out by there doesn't look like any data plays, and that's probably a good thing. Now it looks like we've got about 4 bets going. So Milwaukee Tigers, what we got here is 78% of the money on the Tigers, 100% of the master money. I don't know why that's such a low bet game. All the money's on the over. Nothing on the master chart. So Mets Twins, 52% on the Mets, 75% of the master money on the Mets. Holy shit, there's a lot of money. There's some damn big total action. God, this is where... All right, I'm going to take a little closer look at this over the next few days, get a bit of a feel for it. As I said, some inner workings that may lead this into some strong things in these positions where the house is really needing it. Run line as well. A lot of action on the run line. Pirates Rangers, not a lot of money there. 53% on the Pirates. 92% of the master money, but it's not a lot. Under has gotten betting very hard. Looking at 78%. Master chart, really well bet. Looking at 57% on the Rangers. And then the last one, which could end up being a data play, because we're looking right now at 81% of the money on the D-backs, 98% of the master money is on the White Sox. But it's early and there's not a ton of money on that, so let's have a look. And it's in around the price that still exists. So I feel like I have to come back. What do we got? 6:40. Let's come back in about an hour and just see where some of these are sitting. So we've got Red Sox in action. Giants a little bit, which I'll take a look at later. NBA, we've got some Magic money line. And that's about it for now. So I will be back soon. Cheers.